The ideas of race and gender have always been something that I really had to study to find out that people were treated poorly because of those issues, because I grew up without them. I'm a Mexican woman who was raised by a white mother and a white stepfather, and I have no linkage to my biological father's Mexican heritage. I don't speak Spanish. I didn't even really know that I was Hispanic until I was in 7th grade. I was carrying some papers to my teacher, and next to my name and next to another kid's name, it said Hispanic on it, and next to everyone else's, it said Caucasian. And so I was a little confused about it, and I asked my mom, and she just kind of brushed it off and said, well, yeah, your biological dad was from Mexico, and so you're Mexican. But I didn't really know how to take it, and I continued to live my life kind of normally. I mean, I didn't change anything, and I wasn't really ever taught that I was lesser of a person because I had tan skin or because I was a woman. What I'm getting at is that a lot of things that we believe about race and gender are things that we're taught to believe. When we're young, we're told that the color of our skin or our genitals define who we are, and we believe those things when we're told them, just like we're told that the sky is blue, and we believe it for the rest of forever. I think that there are a few other reasons why I don't really have an opinion about race or gender. I didn't until I was in college, and a huge one is because we didn't talk about it. And it wasn't because my family was ignorant or ignored it, but because it wasn't ever a contributing factor into anything that I did. When I applied for junior college, I remember my grandfather actually said to me that there were a lot of opportunities, scholarship opportunities for people like me, and I just kind of brushed it off without really giving it a second thought, but later realized that he meant for Mexicans and really for Mexican women. And I was kind of appalled that he had the nerve to say that to me because of the color of my skin. And that was kind of really the first time that I was exposed to discrimination, I guess, or anyone calling me out because of me being a Mexican and saying that it could help me or hurt me in any kind of way, but in this case, help me. So after going through college and meeting a bunch of different people from different backgrounds, I kind of found a new appreciation for people who were discriminated against because of their color or gender, but I still find some of it hard to believe because in my case, I don't allow people to treat me differently because of my skin color. And so I go back to the fact that I didn't have a choice of who my mom married. I didn't have a choice that she had 2 kids before she married another man, another white man. And I wasn't ever taught to let others treat me like a minority because of it. And so, like I said, it had no relevance to who I am as a person. So I realized that the assignment was to outline how we could live in an equal world, or how equality between race and gender happens. But I don't believe that is ever something that will happen, or really, frankly, even should happen, which sounds kind of awful, but I don't think that I think if we should live in a world where people treat people like they demand to be treated and deserve to be treated. And I realize that can sound bad, but I think that we need standards for it, which we do, but people, why should we give people things that they don't work for? In a perfect world, everyone would be treated the same. Everyone would get every job that they applied for. Everyone would be paid the same, no matter their race, gender, or religion, except if everyone was treated this way, who would work? Who would try to put food on their table? I know I wouldn't do that. And I don't think that if I could lay here all day and do nothing, never leave my house, and be treated and is equally as everyone else, get everything that everyone else did, I would do it. And that, I think a lot of other people would too. The world wouldn't operate with everyone being treated equally. I do believe that being treated fairly, however, is something that we need, but fair and equal are not the same. People are treated fairly in the America that we live in today. People, no matter their gender, race, or religion, are allowed to vote. They're considered for job applications. I'm on a committee at work right now where we can't consider those things, and the list just gets longer and longer every single day. But not everyone qualifies for a loan, for example, and so that is one way where we're equal, and we can all apply for the loan, but not everyone qualifies for it, and that's where the fairness comes in. I don't qualify for an auto loan right now because I don't have auto credit, so I had to have my dad co-sign on the car that I just bought, but in 6 years I will have auto credit, assuming I pay off all of my car in good standing, and then I will be able to apply for a loan by myself and hopefully be approved for that. And so that's where an example of kind of where people are treated equally but not necessarily fairly. If Joe didn't pay his car loan off the next time he applied for one, he probably wouldn't qualify. So I don't think that our systems are out to get people. I think that we've worked really hard to bring diversity into our country, which is an awesome thing. I do believe that, but I don't think that it does anyone good to treat everyone the same. I think it creates people that get participation medals and teaches you that you are deserving of something that you just tried and didn't really succeed. And it kind of creates some ignorance and expectations that aren't always real. I think that I know that if we didn't work and fail at some things, we wouldn't have the light bulb. We wouldn't have half of the things that we have today. So although I do think equality is something that we should strive for, I don't think that it's ever a society that we're going to live in where men, women, and people of all races are going to be treated equal. And really, I don't think that they should.